Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's topic, I'm going to be covering the third part in the series I've been doing regarding good moral character and naturalization. More specifically, I'm going to talk about the bars to good moral character that are applicable absent extenuating circumstances. Before I dive into this topic, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, if you'd like to set up a consultation with me, please go to our website at carboneattorneys.com. We have a button in the top right corner of our website. Click it, fill it out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So, bars applicable absent extenuating circumstances. This means that if you have engaged in specific conduct or committed certain offenses, you will be barred from showing good moral character in your naturalization application absent a showing of what's called extenuating circumstances. So these circumstances need to have occurred prior to the conduct or offense or contemporaneously, meaning at the same time. So I'm going to go through some of these offenses so you have a better idea of what you're dealing with and whether or not you might be facing an issue when it comes to good moral character. So the first item I'm going to cover is failure to support dependents. So if you are under a child support order and you fail to pay your child support, that will be a bar to showing good moral character. Now, if there are extenuating circumstances, meaning you thought that the child support order was over, or you misinterpreted the order, you had a bad lawyer that explained the order improperly to you. These are rare and extenuating circumstances, but you may be able to overcome that bar if you can show that this was the case in your situation. Next is an extramarital affair that tended to destroy your marriage. So if you engaged in an extramarital affair and it resulted in a divorce, and that can be found in the divorce paperwork, this is a bar to good moral character. So if you were separated or under an assumption that your marriage was over, you were divorced, but you were not in fact divorced, you may be able to show that you can overcome this bar again, but this is a very narrow set of circumstances. Next are a grouping of offenses or conduct that are labeled as unlawful acts. So these are acts that tend to violate civil or criminal statutes, but you don't necessarily need to actually be convicted or charged with any of these offenses before you're barred from showing good moral character. So what might these look like? Some of these offenses will look like the following. So unlawful voting, false claim to U.S. citizenship, failure to pay taxes. That's a big one. So if you are an LPR, obviously, and you're looking to naturalize and become a U.S. citizen and you have not paid your taxes, that is going to be a bar to good moral character. Now, a caveat to that is that if you did not pay taxes, but you connect with an accountant, they review all of your financials and file back taxes, and you enter into a payment plan with the IRS, that will overcome this bar. So it's not an absolute bar. You'll be able to show, hey, look, I didn't pay my taxes, but I'm regretful. I met with an accountant. I set up a plan for myself. I'm under a payment plan with the IRS. You can submit that evidence and overcome that bar to good moral character. Finally, a few more I'll cover because there is a long list, are traffic citations. So we're not talking about like red light tickets or speeding tickets. These are typically incidences where you were arrested when you were pulled over by police, or, if you have excessive traffic citations. So if you have 30, 40, like a crazy amount of tickets, this really could actually become an issue with showing good moral character. And lastly are pending matters. So if you were charged with anything or you have a pending case, that is an automatic bar to showing good moral character, you have to wait until the case is over. This actually happens all the time. People will file for naturalization, submit evidence that they have a pending case, and then their case gets denied because there was not a resolution to that pending matter. So if you are thinking about applying for naturalization, but you have a pending case against you, you'll want to wait until that case is over before you go ahead and file, because then you'll just have wasted the filing fees and the time to put your packet together and submit it. So that's it. These are the bars to good moral character, absent a showing of extenuating circumstances. I hope you like this video. If you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and I will keep making them.